I was amazed that no one took a look at the stick all these years since I've been away from drumming. They've come light years with cymbals, light years with drums, foot pedals. You know, back in my day it was Ludwig Speed King. So many advances, so much money, and yet drummers look for the cheapest stick that they can buy for a brick for the cheapest amount of money, and even if they don't, they get quality sticks. No one took the time to take a look at how do you make a stick better. I'm Thino, and this is a Stick Fit seminar. Thanks, Greg, for opening up this place, the Wormfly Studios. Cool. I've been playing drums for about 45 years. Left in the 90s, got married, got pregnant, club dating, knew it wasn't going to make it for my family, couldn't make the money, so I left, became very successful, and retired in '98, and became a full-time daddy, full-time husband. Taught my kids how to play. My both sons know how to play great drums, but I didn't sit behind a set of drums for 17 years until 2010. Wow. My mom passed away, '88. All my old friends that I used to jam with in Brooklyn came to visit on 65th Street to visit and pay respects to my mother. Some guys I haven't seen in 30 plus years. Needless to say, Thino, what are you doing? We heard you did real well. You're still playing drums. No, I don't. But come see us play. I went to see them play. Of course, you want to sit in. I can't sit in. I haven't sat behind a drum set. Don't worry about it. Everyone's drunk. Fine. Sat behind it, and it got back inside of me. Until I made the decision that I think I'm going to come and play for good. But before that happens, I got to get my chops up. So I went online. And now I know why all you guys are so good, because when I was practicing and when I was playing, they didn't have guys like they have online teaching how to play drums. Now they teach, and it's amazing how much you can learn. Well, I started practicing. I started getting better. Unfortunately, my body didn't cooperate. I don't know if this happens to you, but when it started to happen to me, as I'm getting better and getting faster, my stick starts traveling up on me. I didn't have the muscle development that I had before. So I started traveling, the stick started traveling. Of course, then you start choking it because you don't want to lose it. And before you know it, sometimes you're down here. And then what started to happen to me is this. Literally, I could not move my arms and my finger, and I locked in for about 2 to 3 minutes. Painful, didn't like it. So I started stretching. Still, I got better, but my body wasn't cooperating. Plus I had a rotator cuff problem here. And I'm saying there has to be something I can do. No one took the time to take a look at how do you make a stick better. Not just material, not just composite, but how do you make the stick unique? And that's where Mo comes from. Mo is the abbreviation of the Latin term modus operandi. I know about fulcrum. I know about the proper place to pick up a stick so you get the most beats per strike. So what I did was I just drew a little line at the fulcrum. So visually I can see if I start to travel, I see it, I go back for it before I go to the point of no return and before the cramping came in. That was working well, but when you're playing, you can't be looking at your stick. So at that point, I put a little groove in it. This way I have a visual, and also I can feel where the groove was. And I started my practicing again and started playing and forgot. About 5 weeks into it, I noticed and realized something while I was playing. I wasn't cramping anymore. And the reason why I wasn't cramping anymore is because as soon as I felt my thumb lose the groove, I went for it and found the groove again. So that little groove and that mark basically kept my hand where it should be before it went to the point of no return, and I wasn't cramping anymore. I was saying, wow. So at that point, called my lawyer. I said, listen, I think I have something. Let's do a search. We found some things with grooves, but he says, you know what? If you want other people's opinion, go ahead. So I got a patent, through a couple patent pendings, sent it out to some people I didn't know on Facebook, drummers. They got them, they loved them. However, some drummers came back and said, listen, this is not my fulcrum. My fulcrum is lower. And of course, drummers don't have fulcrums. Sticks have the fulcrum. If you notice the old-time drummers, you know, with a traditional grip, their sticks are, you can see the bottom of their sticks if you see some of these old-time drummers. And that's where the speed came from. I got a lot of drummers coming back to me saying, can you lower the fulcrum? No, but I can change the mass weight. So then I took a look again, and there were some sticks that had weight just on the bottom, but they didn't have anything that distributed the weight across the stick. I started experimenting with different weights and different placements, and finally came up with a 9-hole stick, which enables a stick's mass weight to be distributed differently. Seesaw. You got one kit on one side and a little heavier kit on another side. And what you used to do, I remember when I was a kid, we used to put someone in the middle and then let them inch their way over until it was level. Same thing with a stick. Depending on where you put these weights will determine the right position for you.